YouTubers, Baldrhino back with another incredible PSA reveal. Had a 500 card order come back, and we'll do a little bit here and there. And hope you enjoy it. It's always nice to wait the 6.5 years to get your cards back from PSA. And actually, I don't think in this order I did too badly. You know, 9s look like 10s and 10s look like 9s to me. So I'll try to explain. I think anytime you can get junk wax 10s from PSA, you ought to try. And so this particular 91 score, Barry Bonds, PSA 10 right there. And these aren't all part of the same order. Sometimes I just forget to include them or don't bother because I'm tired. But this is a 1990 Upper Deck Mark McGwire checklist card. Really sweet. The picture and the swing and the bat there, and it's pre-steroids, which is kind of nice, where he was kind of skinny. So that's a PSA 10. And then I've been trying to acquire Minnie and Minoso, and then any raw version I can get. A good portion of them are trimmed, so that's not good, but he'll be in the Hall of Fame soon, and I don't think a lot of people know about him. So this is a 52 Minoso. He was first Latin American player of any consequence. He was awesome. You gotta learn more about him if you don't know. And then this is the 87 Donruss Barry Larkin. The reason I purchased this particular card was the fact that I opened like 650 million boxes of 87 Donruss and never pulled a single Barry Larkin. And I thought that that was just too statistically unusual. So I love that card. And I said, well, if you can't beat him, join him, go buy one. I'm going to show this one again. I've shown this one before. And I actually found a little evidence, if you will, that the card did not show up to PSA damaged on the bottom right-hand corner. So I'm not really sure. I'd love to know what other people think about, you know, if you should provide video evidence to PSA, because the card's perfectly centered, should have been at least a 9. And then breaking the rules of sense, I bought this at my local card shop. A lot of these are going to be authentic, and beyond that, not much better. And so, just as a cautionary tale, buy these graded. Don't submit your own. You don't have to pay a lot for a nicely graded one. So I like the card though. And then back to the Minoso. Here's a 61 Topps. Just a freaking awesome looking card. I mean, God, I love that card. 61's an easy grade, but it's still just so beautiful. Oh, yeah. And here is another Minoso 4, PSA 4. The card's in crappy shape. I mean, if you look at it, the surface is excellent though, so it got a 4. All right. Here's one that I pack pulled. I'm not really in love with it very much, but it's a 2017 Topps Chrome Bryce Harper Green Refractor, a PSA Gem Mint 10. And the next card is really the only card that was total crap of the order. Was a black that I pulled of Johnny Bench, and boy, it's bad. But PSA 6, black borders. I mean, I love Bench, so I'm going to submit it anyway, but this is out of 299. He loves baseball card collecting and golf. Can you imagine this dude's freaking baseball card collection? I mean, the 7 Wives can't help, but anyway. And then we have, I've submitted some cards that I wish I hadn't because they just don't have any value anymore. But here's one in particular, Benintendi's Ice Cold in the hobby. It's a beautiful card and a very hard pull and a hard 10. But this is his 87 Topps card. And then again, which is kind of funny, I do manage to get Topps Chrome in 9s. And this is the Bellinger. I don't know. I know I hate Bellinger, and I don't know why I did it. But I appreciated the honest statements he made on those Astros. And my God, those Astros cards, you couldn't give them away. In fact, I gave a whole bunch of mine that were graded away to charity. You can't even sell them. You know, why sell a card for $2? You know, it seems silly. Give it to, but it's just an example. Sell if you don't want the card. This is a low pop card, boy, and not easy on the top right. There's a lot of blue. I think this is pop 9 or 10, but it's a very cool fire of Pete Alonso. One of the things that a friend of mine and I decided, and I thought that they were going to change the ball back to not juiced. But I made the point that it's probably not something Major League Baseball will do because they need home runs this year more than ever because of the cheating scandal. And they need to sell tickets. And it would be just horrible if they actually went to back down to a real ball. So something to think about. So maybe we will still see all of the home runs. This card is of the man who saved baseball. I kind of agree with Griff a lot. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. PSA 10. I really did well. For whatever reason, I've done really well on his card. And so here's another PSA Gem Mint 10 of the great Juan Soto. I just love that card. I love opening those packs and then seeing Suzuki, and then there he is. Or I mean, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Ishiro. And then seeing his card. Topps Chrome Aaron Judge Catching Refractor Pack Pulled Sweet. Gem Mint 10. Yeah, see that refractor there? Isn't that beautiful? And then, you know, you take a risk every once in a while and you get rewarded. I mean, you cannot submit the Topps Update Acuna, that's the rookie debut, and not get a 10 because it's worthless. This card's only worth about $25, $30. You know, you never know. But I would be a seller of Acuna. I just don't know how his stuff can go any higher, particularly if they don't juice the ball. There's Trey Turner, and I did grade this largely due to the fact that the guy can play with a broken finger. He's probably pretty good. So Gem Mint 10. And then this one, I'm amazed that this came back a 10. It's black bordered, just ridiculously hard to grade. And I'm so excited, but this is just a beautiful card. That was why I graded it. I just think it's so awesome looking. But this is the greatest streaks. And the great King Griffey in there. Not numbered or anything like that, just a parallel, a parallel, yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. And then a guy that has no hobby love at all, had to get a 10, wanted the rookie deal, but nope, no go. Corey Seager, PSA 9. Nice looking card though. And then this is one of my favorite Trout cards for sure, this 2016 Jumping PSA 10, but it's just a gorgeous card. I can't wait to see how good he is with Rendon. And I don't know if you guys have seen Ohtani. There was a press conference of him with his shirt off. The dude looked like he had taken a needle every day. He is looking big, so could be scary this year. There's another Bellinger PSA 10, but this card's a very easy 10. Pretty though. And then I do submit everything I can get on the Trout, and this is the PSA 9 on the Trout, Panini 2017. Pretty card though. Yeah. I think ratings will go up because there'll be a lot of fights as a result of the, people being hit by pitches and so forth. This is the Chrome Promo silver pack of Ohtani. And I'm amazed that that's a 10. I really am. But I submitted a Juan Soto and got an 8, which in the 8 looks better than the 10. So if you're not paying attention to some of the cool stuff that Vintage Card Curator's doing, you should. It just makes you feel like such a putz for sending cards to PSA. I like, Lico said he's sending the best cards to SGC now. I don't know if I could do that because there's just no resale in SGC really, but this is the cheater Alex Bregman, and you know, card's worthless, but I do like the 5 tool quite a bit. I love those cards, so that's a coffin card just because you can't sell it. This is a sweet card where I'm so happy. It's a variation, and this 2017 Topps variation cards are brutally tough to get 10s. I mean, just brutal. And that's the sunglasses there. Oh, wow. That was hard. Sorry about that. Sometimes the studio doesn't work as well as you'd like. All right, then here's Juan Moncada. And this is a ridiculously tough card and grade. Yeah, it's kind of looking okay. I hope it's all right. But it's so hard, these prisms. But this is Panini Prism rookie card of Juan Moncada. Really sweet looking. I mean, these Panini Prisms are so nice. I love them. Then there's 2 more, but you'll love the last one. This is the pinstripe jersey of... I'm a little worried just because what if he doesn't get to play the Orioles as much, or just doesn't... I mean, this guy was padding stats with the Orioles last year. This is a guy I would sell to as well. I wouldn't collect him much at all, but that's just me. And then lastly, as I make a mess of just about everything, is this beautiful Garrett Cole. I just love this card. Yellow hat, rookie card. It's probably going for a little under $100 right now, but man, I tell you, it's definitely something that people should consider purchasing because I think he's going to light it up. I think he's going to basically make the Yankees even. Severino seems to be injured again, but man, look at that beauty. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I hope you have a good night. Take care.